morning, YouTube. You join me on a very sunny but at the same time very misty and quite chilly Tuesday morning. I've already done my first drop of the day. I might have to go back there because the bloke wasn't there, so I wasn't entirely sure if I did everything I was supposed to. So I've left him a nice little note to give me a ring, and I'll pop back through there on the way back if I have to. It's not a problem. I'm now on my way to Prestine, which is a little town on the border of Wales and England. I think it's more in Wales than it is in England, but it's pretty much classed as the border, I think. I don't usually come this way to it. I'm being a bit of a sat-nav whore today. Usually I would go up to Leominster and through that way, but I think this is going to send me into Hereford. And the only reason that I decided to come this way and follow the sat-nav, which if you've watched any of my videos you'll probably guess, that just happens to be a Starbucks this way. And I wouldn't mind me a Starbucks. Oh, I hate this junction. Mr. Arctic, very nice of you. So I'm going to stop off in Starbucks rather, not on it. I don't want to stop on it, that wouldn't be good. Grab myself a coffee and then see where this sat-nav takes me. Hopefully it won't screw me over. So, how was all your weekends? Hope you had a good weekend. I had a very, well, not a very long weekend, but a long weekend. I had Friday off. And Monday, I went out with one of the other guys, so didn't do a great deal then either, so it was quite a nice relaxing few days really. And we're back on it today. I think it's going to be a nice day actually. That mist has gone already and the sun's shining. Temperature's leaped up to almost 15. Barely a cloud in the sky. Just a really low sun to blind us. I've got a few things I'm probably going to talk about today, but I shall wait until after I've got my coffee, otherwise it'll end up being disrupted. But as a little heads up, small rant at Apple, a big rant at a company that shall not be named at the moment, but that have annoyed me nevertheless, and I shall explain more. And a rant at another company which shall remain nameless for now, which have also annoyed me. So that's 3 rants for you to look forward to. So stay tuned folks, it's going to be gripping. Okay, so rant time, as I think most of this video will be. The other day I ordered a new iPad because my one was getting a little bit old and I've had it a long time. And so I bought myself a refurbished iPad Air from the Apple refurb store. I've bought loads of stuff from the refurb store before and it's all been great and fine, so I got no problem with that. And it turned out and it's all fine and good and not a problem. The problem arose when I was trying to get the stuff off my old iPad onto the new one. Now it should be as simple as backing up your old one onto the computer and then plugging the new one in and then restoring it back. Now, that's the theory and that's how it usually works, but this time I backed up on my old one, plugged the new one in and tried to back it up, tried to restore it rather, and it said that I couldn't because the software was different. So I thought, fine, okay. So I realised that the new one was still on iOS 7 rather than my old one, which is on iOS 8. So I started to download iOS 8 on the new one, and it just kept, well, it'd take about 20 minutes trying to download it, and then it would just say failed or couldn't do it or something, and did this about 4 times, and I was getting rather annoyed with it. So eventually I managed to get iOS 8 onto the new one, and then I managed to restore all the stuff onto the new one. So now my new one is the same as the old one. However, something else which is my fault, admittedly, is I didn't realise that the new ones had a smaller SIM card. So I'm now stuck with an iPad that I can't use anywhere because I've only got the slightly bigger SIM card. So I'm going to have to buy a SIM card cutter or something to sort that out, which also annoyed me. And then what annoyed me even more was I was using the new one at home, and then the Wi-Fi just kept dropping out all the time, about every 5 minutes. Well, my old iPad was still connected, my iPhone's connected, my MacBook is connected fine, everything else is connected absolutely fine. Just this new iPad keeps dropping Wi-Fi, which again annoyed me. The tagline for Apple used to be, it just works. Well, that's bollocks, I'm afraid, because it doesn't. I've had loads of Apple products, iMacs, MacBooks, iPads, iPhones, iPods, and I've had little niggles with pretty much all of them. My old MacBook actually had to go back to Apple 4 times for a new logic board replacement, all under warranty, but they just kept blowing up, basically. So yeah, they don't just work. Anyway, I managed to fix the Wi-Fi by using a static IP address, and that seems to have solved it for now, but it's not really ideal. I've read lots of people having problems with the new iOS 8.2, which is what I upgraded it to. And 8.2 is supposed to upgrade from 8.1, which had loads of connectivity issues, so it's obviously still not quite right. So that's my Apple rant. My next rant concerns a company which I can't name yet. About 2.5 weeks ago I went online and ordered some new mirrors for this truck, because these have got great big long arm mirrors on them and they stick out for miles, and you end up hitting hedges and stuff when you're down little narrow lanes. So I found a company that does short arm versions. So I placed the order, and they're a really good price on there, a bit cheaper than anywhere else. Paid the money was debited from my account, I had the invoice, and I thought it was all good to go. Anyway, a week later I've still not got these mirrors, so I ring them up and sort of say I've ordered these mirrors, and before I even say anything else they knew who I was, so I knew there's a problem somewhere. And they say that the price was wrong on the website and that I need to pay them more money before they'll ship the mirrors. Now I know under UK law you can do that. If a price is wrong on a website you don't have to sell it because it's not a formal contract until the items are dispatched. But this was about a week and a half later and the website price was still the same as what I paid, and it wasn't an obvious typo, like, you know, it was not like they were £1,000 and they were selling them for 100. I mean, it was a genuine price. They had different versions of the mirrors. They had heated ones and heated and electric ones. I only wanted the heated ones because this truck doesn't have electric mirrors in it. So they had a price for the electric and heated ones, and it actually said minus £50 for the non-electric ones, and that all tied up, so the prices were right on the website. It's not a typo. Anyway, after a bit of a discussion with them, they say they'll get their manager to ring me back that day within 10 minutes, and this was last Friday. And the manager never rang me back, which really annoyed me, because if someone says they're going to ring me back within 10 minutes, I expect them to do it, or at least ring me back a bit later if they couldn't do it in 10 minutes. So anyway, over the weekend I heard nothing, so I rang them up again yesterday afternoon. Spoke to someone else, and they said they didn't know anything about it. There was no record of it on their files or whatever. So I had to go through it all again, explaining I've paid this much and I've been told I have to pay extra and blah blah blah. Anyway, they confirmed that yes, I have to pay extra, because this is what really got to me actually. On the website it states that there was 12 in stock. Now when someone says they've got something in stock, to me that means they've got it on their shelves ready to dispatch straight away. And the woman on the phone actually said when I placed my order, they had to order it from their suppliers, and their suppliers had raised the price, which is why they had to charge me more, because what they had to pay to buy it off their suppliers was actually more than what I had paid. To me that's wrong. If you say you've got something in stock, then you should have it in stock. If you've got to order something from your suppliers and the price has changed, well, that's not really my problem, is it? You shouldn't sell something that you don't have. Or you shouldn't say that you've got it in stock. You should say that you have to order it and there might be a price difference. So anyway, I had a long conversation with them on the phone. They tried to get me to pay extra for postage. I'd already paid over £6 for postage, even though again their website stated quite in massive great bold letters that it was free postage. So I had a bit of an argument about them with that. I wasn't really getting anywhere. I wanted the mirrors, because even at the higher price it was still less than anywhere else, so I did still want the mirrors, but I was trying to fight them down on price as much as I could. So I basically said, look, I'm not going to pay what you want me to pay. I'll pay a bit towards it. So the ball's in your court. You can either take a bit of money or you can lose the entire sale. She said she couldn't authorise that, but she'd speak to the manager and ring me back within 10 minutes, which she did. And they agreed on £30 extra plus free postage. So hopefully that's been resolved. I'm still not happy about having to pay extra, but it was that or nothing. So like I say, it's still a lot cheaper than anywhere else I could get them, so hopefully they should be turning up reasonably soon, I would hope, this week. So we'll see. I had a bit of an ordeal trying to get my address across on the phone, because it was a foreign lady. Even though they're in the UK, it was a foreign lady, and the phone line wasn't brilliant. So hopefully they've got the address right, because that could cause a headache. So we'll find out. I'll leave it till the end of the week. If they still haven't turned up, then I'll give them a ring again. But that is my rant on said company. I've got one more rant today, but I shall leave that for later, because I've been rambling on a bit. Been one of those weird days today. I keep seeing weird stuff. I had a lorry a bit earlier on carrying telegraph poles. They were about double the length the lorry was. So I had about a 10-foot overhang on the back and about a 10-foot overhang on the front. Slightly exaggerated maybe, but they were long. I'll see if I can find the footage on the dash camera and stitch it in somehow. And then just coming through Hereford, there's a Tesco lorry, a rigid lorry, trying to get into the little Tesco Express in there, and I don't know what had happened, but it's on a bit of a ramp going up, so I guess he'd just hit it at the wrong angle and has lost traction on his rear wheels or something. He was just beached there. He wasn't grounded out by the looks of it, but I just don't think he had enough traction on his rear wheels to get him over the little crest of the hill, so he was just completely blocking the road and Tesco's car park. So that'd be fun for people in Tesco's. They're stuck in there now. Have to get someone to pull him out, I guess, tow him out. If I was in my Land Rover, I'd have stopped and offered, but I'm not doing it in this, that's for sure. just gone through a road ahead closed sign, but it didn't say what road, so I've got no idea if we're going to be able to get through or not. I could have put a sign a little bit further back so you had some warning that you might not be able to get through this way. It's literally right on top of the turning off. So we'll see. Pretty little village anyway. Ah, bloody hell. And that's just ridiculous. Why put the road closed sign on the diversion turning? They do a really good job of that diversion, didn't they? Because everyone and his dog is coming down here. Stupid. Just hope this diversion route is suitable, or it should be. It's a main road. Now the road closed signs are there. That's it. Those two signs there you see the back of. Right on top of this junction where you're supposed to go. How the hell are you supposed to do that in that amount of time? Ridiculous. Well, I'll be honest with you, I have not got the foggiest idea where I am. Following the diversion route, and I think we're heading towards Kington. But the only other sign I've seen is Brecon, and as much as I like Brecon and the surrounding areas, I don't really want to go there. I've not seen a single sign for Prestine yet, so yeah, I don't really know where we're going. Hopefully this brings us back out onto the main road that I might recognise. Should have just gone up to Leominster the way I usually go. All this just for some coffee. Must have added about an hour onto the journey. Got no, that doesn't say Prestine. What does that say? Pembridge. I don't want Pembridge. Kington, I guess we're aiming for. A little bit tight and windy around here. I'm sure the villagers love the diversion route coming straight through their village. Hey, sign for Prestine at last. Still got no idea where we are there. I guess this is Kington. Road ahead closed. Better not not be the one I want. That's that one. That's the one that we would have come out on, I guess. Hopefully it should be pretty straightforward now. 14 minutes away. And now in the village of Titley. What fun. This road pretty much sums up what I was talking about in the last vlog. And I was saying about how different American trucking is from British trucking. Can you imagine an American trucker driving down somewhere like this in one of their massive great Kenworths? It'd be quite amusing. I bet a Kenworth has never been through Titley or whatever the hell this place is called that I just said. Well, it's definitely been one of those days today. It's almost, well, it's just gone 20 past 12. Just took forever to get to Prestine the way that I went. I came back the other way, which was a lot quicker, but I should have been pretty much at my next customer already. Just dragging on a bit today. You may notice that something is missing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Some lovely person sideswiped my mirror and the little wide angle one went flying. So I definitely need these new short arm mirrors to hurry up and turn up. That one folded right in because I was right in the hedge as far as I could go. And they still managed to take that one out. Fun and games. Just gone around Ledbury on my way to Cheltenham now. Got one job there to do, and then after that I've got another one, a little place called Saul, which is off the A38 towards well, sort of towards Bristol, but it's not as far as that. So I'm going to get from Cheltenham all the way over there, which is going to take forever probably. Almost there. It's now 10 to 1, so it took about 40 minutes to get here, I suppose. The sun's trying to come out again. Kind of annoying because I was in Cheltenham yesterday. There we go. That's how it goes. Oh, it's definitely one of those days. Just done my last drop. I just managed to catch the guy. He's just on his way out to lunch. He'd locked all up. And I turned up, so we had to unlock it all again. But then he went off, locked it up, went off. And I got back in the lorry and started it up. And then the taco started shouting at me for a taco break, 15-minute warning for the taco break. I took a 15-minute break earlier, so I only had a 30-minute break, but a bit of a pain in the ass. I didn't have enough time to make it back to the yard. I'm only 20 minutes away from the yard, really, on a good run. I wouldn't have quite made it, so I just sat there for half hour. Lucky I had a 15-minute break earlier. I wasn't expecting to be driving for that long today. It's got to be that detour we took, because it shouldn't take 4.5 hours to do what I've done today. But hey ho, had my break, got 4.5 hours worth of driving left. If it takes me 4.5 hours to get home, there's something desperately wrong. Just to remind you all that I'm on Twitter at Hairy Truck. I've also got an Instagram account. I've had it for years and years, but it used to be under a different name. So I've set that up as well. That's the Hairy Trucker. I'll put links in the description box below. I don't use Instagram a lot anymore really. I used to use it a lot, but kind of got out of the habit of doing it. So you can go check me out on there. I'll start using it a little bit more again, I expect. And you can also check out the website, thehairytrucker.com. So please like if you like this video. It knows that I can keep on doing them. If no one likes them, then there's no point in doing them, but I presume people like them. So, and subscribe as well to get all the latest updates. Thanks for watching, hope you have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.